Hi everyone, this is Killshot 99 Gaming. This is Playdead Live. Arc versus MIR Part 2. That's all I need to say. I can say that and we get in this stream and it is big. It is as big of a match as you'll get. Vox is in second place, but it always feels like when these two teams battle, it is just going to be something epic. We know they're rivals. They're probably the biggest rivals in the game. Even if we try to downplay it, you know for a fact, MIR has been scheming, planning. They want to go 6-0. Arc is just hungry to make it happen, and they give us some entertainment. And truth be told, these are the two best geared starting lineups in the game. Overall, we got some benches that might be a little bit more geared, but as far as starters, you are going to see between B-Dub and Kel and Unforeseen and Jim and Julia and Valon. I mean, it is good. It is so good. I'm calculating the stats. I'm not telling you guys the stats early, but I'm just like, whoa, what? When did these stats even become possible? So it's going to be a whole lot of fun tonight. So I went through in leader chat. Hopefully they shared this with you guys earlier. I wanted to type it in one place so it could be distributed. Just various rules of different items. I did omit one. I think when the stream happened the other night, I think I did it the right way, but I just want to clarify. Rod the Roadrunner is a second turn block steal. Make sure everybody in your factions know that. So we do have a new pet that can steal a block, but it is not a instant cast block. So you have to drop him like Nolan. Takes him a turn to get revved up, which also means he can be killed, right? I mean, you know, I didn't want something that's, hey, 50-50, 50-50, we win the game because we got 4 rods. That's not the nature of the pet. You got to drop him. You can drop him anytime, but your opponent is going to have to deal with him. So there are going to be some strategies with how it's played. You might want to play him late and try to get a 50 point, but if you do that, more than likely you're going to get mustard bombed. Or do you play him early and your opponent lets a 25 block go because they don't want to waste the mustard bomb for later. So it's going to create some strategy of when you play it, do you get something for nothing, or do you gamble and roll the dice late and try to get something with the risk? So that's really the nature of it. Just wanted to make sure. I went through about 5 or 6 items today just to make sure that I'm on point. You know, these players, they want to win. They play hard. So, you know, the last thing that I want to do is not clarify a rule or be a deciding factor in such a big match. So the best matches are the ones that there is no chaos. It just, the winner wins. And I do think tonight is going to be tooth and nail. It is going to be as good as we've seen because I think both teams are super, super focused. That's what it's about. The gear is good. The strategies are great. But it's the focus and how teams are really going to come up. I see the Twisted Sisters in the house. I think Amy was the first person. Amy's like, I'm getting them bundles real quick. And Kale was second, stuffing things. Dow. So we got some Sly represented. We got some MIR represented. The Twisted Sisters in the house. We got, it's going to be good tonight. So, as you guys know, I'm certainly going to, there are items from the weekend that are added, some that you're going to want to get your hands on. There's a couple pets that are added today. And then, of course, there is Merc gear piece number 3. The goal for me is to get Merc fully rolled out by the time we start the next Faction Wars. So I'd love for people to be in some full Merc gear by the time we get to that point. So, and that'll mean, you know, some people might have some extra epic battle gear that they might want to trade, or, you know, might help out some people in their faction. So the epic battle gear is still going to be phenomenal. The epic Merc is pretty good. You'll see that again tonight. Merc is the first gear that you actually have. Last week was a left-handed ring. That's important because you're going to see a right-handed ring tonight, and I'm pretty sure, I know people like their legendary rings, but I wanted 2 rings that were PvP focused that are going to make people say, you know what, I might want to put this legendary cryptic ring to the side. I might want to put this iris ring to this. Trust me, that's a hard call, right? Put an iris ring to the side, but I think when you see right-hand ring tonight and you see left-hand ring and you add those 2 stats together, you're going to be like, all right, I'm going straight Merc gear. So it'll be good stuff. But looking forward to that. So let me show you guys the bundles. Well, actually, before I get to the bundles, just real quick, I want to show you guys the standings. And last week, obviously, we had MIR versus Sly. We got Vox versus Arc. These are the last 2 regular season matches. And then a week from Wednesday, no PvP next Monday. Next Wednesday, we kick it off. And we've got MIR versus Sly next Wednesday night. So the tournament will start with MIR versus Sly. So MIR and Sly know who they're already playing. I don't want to distract you guys from tonight because there's big things that are going to go down tonight. But Sly hopefully can watch this match and start to learn a little bit more about MIR because they're getting them a week from this Wednesday. And of course that means that in 2 weeks we are going to have Arc versus Vox. So that'll happen in 2 weeks. So 2 weeks from today, exactly, that Monday night. And then pretty big week overall in PvP. So that's what we got left. I think I want to thank you guys for Faction Wars. I think it's been a tremendous success. It's really gotten a lot of players in there. Whether you're first team, second team, it's taught that whole teamwork. Everybody has risen to the challenge. So tonight is going to be no different. I see Vox and I see MTOL, or MOTL. Sorry, I messed up your name. Messenger of the Lord. Father Ron here doing a little bit of scouting. So I see Trigger doing a little bit of scouting because they know. They know who they're facing in 2 weeks. So let me kick it over and show you guys what this bundle is all about because it's a pretty big deal. All right, I'm going to straight up go through it. Again, I did this last week, and I will have your inventories out tomorrow. So last week, we did this upper top left-hand corner. And I did 5 gold Rs. And during stream over the weekend, I mentioned to you guys, hey, you're throwing a TS-15. You want 5 of something to attach to it. So I'm doing this again. It was a big success last week. So top left-hand corner, Elixir of Swole, Max Seal Smoke, Pet Revive, Heal Brew, and that is 5 Silvars. So that's an automatic attachment right there to a TS-15. 5 Silvars. And again, bundles, for every bundle, keep the Cosmos going. So for every bundle you get, you're still pushing this Cosmos competition that we're going to have in a few weeks. So the red bundle, we got Fury 4. We got the brand new Mash Grenade. If you're a healer, you're going to love it. It's D18. If you're somebody throwing it at a healer, you're going to love it. D18. Bionic Pick. We got the 4th Kills Collection pet. This is the Bounty Hunter pet, actually. This is Menace. We got Max Wax for the blades, Mere Magic. There's a couple Rojos in there. There's a couple Graphines. I did promise you guys a chance that might have missed out some of the QWERTY grenades over the weekend. They are in a bundle. So you pick up that red bundle, you do have silencing grenades right there. So I wanted to mix up the bionics a little bit. I know that Amy Bones needs some pearls. And we've been a little light, I think, on the onyx and the pearls lately. So I wanted to put 2 more bionics in there so you guys can really keep pushing that bionic torso to get a little bit more base. And this blue bundle is pretty good. Sly Fly, there's your red Nolan. You got the brand new Moss Grenades ×2. That's the upgrade of the Aqua. Can't be stopped by blue. And if you do want to start collecting some of these globs for your brand new brace guns, there's 2 of the blue globs. Those are freeze 33s. You got a 33% chance of freezing your opponent. Pretty good odds there. Box, Arc Sparks, Max Wax for the bow. My personal favorite arrow, there's the Rust Arrow. So not just snipers, but mainly snipers. That's a chance for you to steal 1 AP from your opponent. You get one of these big dogs that you're fighting tonight. Somebody might have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever AP. You might be a little low. Maybe somebody's got 8, you got 5. You take a point away from them. They got 7, you got 6. So 1 or 2 of these Rust Arrows can start to change the game, right? You're basically taking their AP away from them. Big play. Elixir Turbo, that gives you that 10 minutes of extra firepower. There's so many good items in there. I wanted to get Elysium tape. So there's a 2-pack of Elysium tape. So if you pick up either the blue bundle or the gold bundle, obviously you pick them up, you get those as well, then you will get 4 Elysium tapes. And then check this out. The gold bundle, Heal and Seal, Immune Elixir. the Roman grenade, which is the warrior grenade, TS-15s, max wax bullets, a trace battery for fall. Some of you guys, you might want to go ahead and get 5, 6, 7, 8 of these batteries because the Buzz Blasters and the KP-10s are so strong, you're going to make sure that you always want to have a battery. So if you run out of batteries, don't say that I didn't put them in bundles because here it is. Somebody might even pick up a bundle that doesn't need a battery. So there are going to be some opportunities for you to get your hands on these trace batteries. We got Summon Marty. Marty is a defensive instance. Only 2 Martys currently can be cast. We're going to go with 4 blues, 2 psychos, 2 Martys. Instant disarm. And we also got, closing out this gold bundle, is the flux ammo we rolled out last week, and also your red globs. And here we go. I mean, this is big time up here. Gold armor wax. There's your summon rod, brand new pet, the ability to steal a block. Got to keep him alive for a turn, but at a minimum, you drop rod. Somebody's going to be casting mustard bombs instead of attacking, so there's a strategy to play him either way. There are the brand new Crossfire legs. Only one person got them in a pack this weekend. So there's your Crossfire right there. That is your tier 2.5. They are the Lurch legs. Look at the stats on those. H8, D6. 14 stats on those legs. So certainly after tonight, I know a lot of you have leggings and you also have the chest piece. You may not have the helmet yet. You may not have the shoulders yet. But 2 pieces have been included in bundles. And then there it is. This is the prize of the night. Look at the stats on that big dog right there. And remember, Mert gear is 4-4. So that is a H8D4 AP1. That is 8 health in that ring. And there is an extra point of AP1, everybody. Extra point. So when you're talking about, you might have 6, and now you got the opportunity to put that right-handed ring on. This is your right-handed ring, AP1. So, absolutely. Deadly Dimes picking up all of the bundles, and I'm certainly, as promised, not going to leave Tiny in the dark. I mean, he didn't defect from brace to not be geared, so we are certainly going to bring Tiny another piece of Mert gear. So watch out. Tiny getting stronger and stronger by the day. And these are the standard bundles. So once again, I'll give you guys a quick sneak peek of what the grenade bundles look like. Remember, I promise these grenade bundles are going to continue to grow. So the value is getting more and more and more every single week. Look at the grenade bundles now. These are all the grenades that are currently in the game. So, and certainly, if you're looking to replenish and you divvy this up, this might be enough grenades for some people that aren't bombers to last them for an entire month. So you're probably looking at about maybe $18 a week, something along those lines, to pick up every one of these grenades. So I'm going to continue to try to come up with new creative grenades. Once the rest of the class grenades, you're probably going to have 50 grenades up here. So 50 grenades is going to be a set of likely 100 grenades. So certainly the value is going to continue to go up and up and up. And we're not going to raise the price on the grenade bundles. I'm just going to add more and more and more to it because I know you guys certainly like to stock it and replenish it. So there's your grenade bundle. And I see Angel picking up all the gear for her and Fly Rod. So that Mert gear trigger certainly going to help out when you get ready to go to your match in a couple weeks. So I appreciate you picking that up as well. All right, so we'll give it a couple more minutes for some people to log on. But again, we are going to continue to develop that MIR gear. We're also going to get those crossfire pieces in there for you guys in your rating. And then, you know, hey, who knows? One day, you might be able to get 200 grenades for $70. Maybe 200 grenades last you for 2 months. So a little bit of dollar cost averaging there. All right, let's, I know the starters. I know who's playing. I know what the gear is going to look like. And I know some of these people are probably going to be throwing a lot of those grenades that are up here on the screen. I don't think our teams are going to hold back tonight. So make sure we got everybody. I saw Jim Stone picking up the bundles and then also picking up the extras for ARC. We got Dimes, we got Tiny, and we got Trigger. And we look, Rocket just under the radar. You know Rocket's not going to miss out on that MIR gear. So you check it out. There's a couple right there. Rocket and Trigger are going to be full MIR probably as well. So you can see how the gear is starting to add up. B-Dub picking up all the grenades for the MIR bank. And let me show you again. And I got to tell you, one, I think it's a great value. But number two, I ain't going to lie, I'm pretty proud that I invented all these grenades. It's like when we put them up on the screen, I'm thinking like, wow, that's a lot of grenades we got in game. And if you look at the way they started out, I mean, you know, no offense, but the ones in the top left-hand corner do kind of look like a level 1 tire iron, right? So you can see all throughout our history the way the grenades have just gradually gotten more and more and more. All right, we're going to go back to the main bundle. And I see, so we got Rocket made it in time. We got B-Dub, grenades for the MIR bank. We got Julie J, top left for Heart and Soul. And the top left is Swole Elixir, Seal Smoke, Pet Revive, Healing Brew, and of course 5 Silvars. So pretty good value for the grenades there as well. I mean, that's 5 right in that packet. You guys ready for an epic match? I'm ready for a good one. And this is going to be a good one. So we got a little bit of a shake-up in the starting lineups tonight. One sec. All right, we've got Team MIR is the home team, and MIR has decided to go low. So I am going to, in no particular order, the starters for ARC are going to be Jim, Dal, Valar, and Julia. So I'm going to ask Team ARC, give me your pre-match buffs, please. I'll leave the bundles up there for a couple more minutes just for anybody who might be tuning in late, while we're getting all of the pre-match buffs. So Jim, Dal, Valar, and Julia, this is your opportunity. All right, so we've got, I see Dal. Dal's going double max. And he's going stout. and Eli on Euclid. All right, Dow, I got you set up. All right, we got Julia. Julia going swole. Eli on Mask and Rose. And Max and Bullet Wax. Gemstone, Max. And then Eli on the Karma Cape. Will, thanks for tuning in from work, but I can't let you miss out on another bonus bundle for picking up 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 4. That gear in the top right-hand corner is too valuable when you start talking about Merc gear and Crossfire gear. It's too valuable to leave it on the table. I've had Will pop in before and pick up the 3 bottom bundles, and for $10 be short on an epic piece of Merc gear. So Will, that piece of Merc gear is on me. Now go back to work. Thank you for tuning in, man. I appreciate you. All right, let me get back to the pre-match buffs. Sorry about that. So I'm going back to Jim, and Jim is going Gold Wax, Bow Wax, Bullet Wax, and Immune. All right, and I probably missed Valar in there somewhere. Do I have Valar? All right, I'm going to go to, Valar needs to get here before we finish the buffs. All right, so ASAP, or she's going to miss out on it. So let me go to Team MIR. Kel, Moon, Flyrod, and B-Dub. Shaking it up a little bit. Kel, Moon, Flyrod, and B-Dub as the starters. All right, B-Dub is going Turbo. Eli on Max and TS15s. Purple Graph. Gold, Blade, and Bullet. And Heal and Thrill and Seal in the Sub-Zero. You got it. Flyrod going Immune. Double Black. Eli on the TS15s. And going gold wax. All right, very nice. I see you, Villar. We'll get Villar's stats in a second. Villar picking up all the bundles as well. And they're awesome, Villar. So I left it up there for you guys to see them. But certainly, this is one of the better ones overall because it's got a lot of the new items in there. So Moonshot going immune, black, red, and bow. And I probably missed Kel up there somewhere. There's Kel. Kel going double max. Kel, are you trying to set some record for base? Because every week you add to it. I mean, obviously people know her base is high because she's a medic. She's like, you ain't killing the healer. Eli on TS15s. Armor, bullet, and stout. All right, so that is the starting lineup for Team MIR. So Villar, I need to get your stats, please. I need to get Villar's pre-match buffs, and then after that, I need to get Busy Bee, Beasley, and Mist. Kel's trying not to be nervous. Like literally, I bet you Kel has a cigarette in each hand because she forgot that she was smoking a cigarette in her right hand, so she lit the one in her left hand, and she's shaking in her boots right now. Meanwhile, Julia and Jim, they're like putting bullet wax on their Rojos, you know, shining them up really good, looking for the healer. All right, there's Villar. We got Max Graf, Immune Elixir, Eli on the Bounty Bow and Band. Good choices. Bow wax, bullet wax, and armor wax. Now that's a sniper there. Look at that. Bow, bullet, and armor. Sniper's like, if I can't get you with my bow, I'm going to get you with my bullet. All right, let me get these final stats calculated. And looking good, Villar. Made a nice surge in gear lately. Looking very good. All right, let's get, all right, I see Beasley. Let me get Mist and Busy Bee as well. Ah, look at Beasley. She's going Eli on Rojo and TS10s. I like that, Beasley. She's protecting that stuff. Red Graf and Immune. All right, and Busy Bee is going Eli on Mirror Mask. And double blue. And Busy, I got your regeneration calculated as well. All right, and Mist is not here yet, so we will leave her until we get to cycle 2. And let me get the second unit for Team MIR. So I need Julie J, Ben, Nixie, and Amanda. Nixie is going immune. Eli on grog. Black and gold. And Julie J. And Tin Man. Did I miss Julie J? Did I miss a post, Julie J, or no? Okay. Yeah, well, we don't post for other people. So I got to have it actually posted out. So there we go. Immune. Eli on grog. Black and gold. There we go. Thank you. And do I not have a 10-man? So no 10-man and no Amanda. Bonnie, give me the green light that neither of those players are currently here right now, and we'll move on. Just in case I missed them. Ben and Amanda late to the party. All right, that would be a no then. Okay. Let's get this thing rolling. All right, so last call. This is your last shot at the right-handed Merc Epic Ring. Going once, going twice. You will get the chance maybe later on to get the regular Merc Ring, but this is going to be the only shot at getting the Epic. So there it goes. Let's get to Faction Wars, everybody. So here's tonight's starting lineup. We're getting ready to kick this thing off. The official order and position is, we got Julia Muse going to be starting out the match. She is in the rover position. Then we got Fly Rod, who is going to be going first for MIR. He is in the tanking position for MIR. Then we go back to Jim going second. She is in the tanking position. Second for Arc, third overall. And then we go to Moonshot. Moonshot's going to be fourth overall, but second for MIR. Then we go to Valar, who is now in the bomber position. A little bit different. She's usually been a defender. So Valar going over to the bomber position. She is third for Arc and fifth overall. And then we go over to Kel. Kel normally in the bomber position, but tonight in the rover position. Third for MIR, sixth overall. Finishing out the round will be Dow in the tank position, and finishing out the total round is going to be B-Dub, who is sitting in the bomber position tonight. So a little bit different than what we're accustomed to. So a lot of changes. This is a big match for both teams, although it's not going to affect the standings. So I need a good match out of both teams. And Julia Muse, kick it off. Our match has started. You got 20 seconds to get your move in. And if you do plan on playing a blue or a psycho, get your calls out as quick as possible to certainly speed up the move. All right, she's going to go fizzle and detonate to fly rod. And fly rod, she's going to take your mustard bombs. And going red Rex. To B-dub. Now we know B-dub's got a little bit of pet mitigation. Red Rex going to be 5, 10, 20, and 40. So, Bonnie, you take 5. First hit from Red Rex, not a big deal, but he is still at your ankles. So you got him hanging around. Fly rod, you're up. 30-second timer to fly rod. Fly rod is going to go Trey to Dow. And TS-15 and 5 red glass to the wall. And you're good where you're at. You don't have to move. All right, Dow. Pretty good base health, but instead of you eating 20, I'm going to let you eat 15. Straight from your health for him sacrificing or attacking with Trey, which is D20. So Dow, I got you sitting at 85 and full base. Fly rod getting early hit on the wall. Right there. And fly rod, I'm going to give you TS-15s. The wall health tonight is a little different, everybody. Black, green, and green. 25 on the board for Team MIR. All right, let's go to Gemstone. Jim, you got 20 seconds. All right, Gemstone's going to summon Tupac. All right, you cannot detonate the fizzle. You summon, drop seal, that's one full move. You can play the fizzle, but you can't activate it. All right, so we're going to put a fizzle on Moon, not activated. Now, once the bomb is on there, the detonation can happen with an attack, and then it counts as a simultaneous move. But the cast is not. So Tupac, she is surrounded by seal smoke. All right, so you got a pet and surrounded by smoke. Moonshot, you're up. 20 seconds for Moonshot. All right, Moon is going to go SP3. And no, you can't send a DV Venom pet on a pet, Moon. Just making stuff up now. All right, Julia, you lose blue. Moon's trying to be the first person to poison a pet. All right, I'm confused. I'm confused what you're doing here. What are you doing to Tupac? Bonnie, can you not provide liquor for your team in the pre-match celebrations, please? I don't know what Moon's doing. I got summoned Percy to Tupac, and now I got just meant Tupac. What the hell are you doing to Tupac, Moon? Come on. Killing me. You want to do a duet and feature Tupac? Maybe? You want to have like an 8-mile contest? Now I got him all mixed up now. Oh boy. Okay, you want to summon Tupac. Alright, that's all I need to know. I got summon Percy to Tupac, no just Tupac. Okay, summon Tupac for yourself. Okay, done. Easy, man, easy. Okay, let's go to Villar. Villar, you're up. Julia has no blue, and Moon has a Tupac out as well. Man, I want to know what Bonnie provides in her locker room before these guys go out to play. That's what I want to know. Trying to get them to calm down a little bit. Villar, you got 20. We got 2 Tupacs out. Trey's out of play. And we also have Red Rex is in play too. All right, now that can be done. So Villar's going to go SP3 to Kel. She's going to take her blue. And Fizzle. You can't fizzle Kel's TS15s because they're Eli'd. By the way. Can't target them. All right. So Villar is going to fizzle Kel, and Kel, she's going to take your mustard bombs. So in one fell swoop, she took your blue and your mustard bombs. Yeah, you can. Moon, you got to lay off the alcohol. Yes, you can. You can play an ability, which is a half-turn ability. You can cast a bomb, and you can detonate. What you can't do is you can't do 4 moves. Remember, 3 half moves are rounded down to 1. 4 moves is 2, which you can't do. So yes, it is a legal play. Man, Jason, you just can't talk. You're barred like for 2 minutes. All right, Kel, you're up. He's poisoning pets. He's trying to be the scorekeeper and the rules analogist and everything. Man, I thought Kel was going to be nervous. All right, so Kel is going to go flare to Dow. Now this is what we call a base check, because you know flare ain't going to kill Dow. But he's going to hit him and take him from 46 down to 44. So Dow, you take 2 points of AP2. And Kel is going to go, all right, Kel, I got to move you. So we're going to do slight movement so it doesn't penalize you. So we'll put you here. And TS-15s and 5 aquas. And TS-15s and 5 aquas, I'm going to give you blue and blue. Double blues. Dow, finish out round number 1, please. Finish out round number 1 for Team ARC. All right, this is going to get interesting. It's actually a pretty cool move. I was wondering when it's going to be played. So Dow is going to fizzle. B-dub for mustard bombs. Bonnie, any reaction to the fizzle bomb? Before it resolves. All right, I think it's good. And Dow is going to summon Blaze. Now, Blaze is a pet that's not really a pet. He is a flame, and he does hit Bonnie. And he's going to take her down to 90. So she's got Red Rex, and she's got Blaze on her as well. And B-dub, go ahead and finish out round number 1. A lot of good moves early. Ark apparently showed up and said, hey, hold the mustard. Sorry. That's all I got, everybody. Best I can do. All right, Bonnie's going to have a nice cold brew. And if you guys know the rules, you know that that cold brew is not something that Blaze likes. Blaze is not a Blaze anymore. Not even a spark. So Bonnie goes with the heal brew and uses Timber to kill Rex. So Rex is now out of play. Bonnie back to 100%. And we got a round in, and Blaze is extinguished. That's the word I was looking for. I'm proud of myself. All right, let's go to Julia Muse. Julia. Start out round number 2. You got no Red Rex. Jim's got a Tupac. Moonshot's got a Tupac. Bonnie's back to 100%. She's having a cold brew. Moonshot had several cold brews before he started this match, obviously. All right, Julia is going to get the blue sparks going early. She's going to blue spark herself. TS-15. 5 big reds. All right. Julia actually one-stepping up on Fly Rod. Remember, Fly Rod just went straight up. Julia, black block, green, green, and we're going to give you a blue because you are blue sparked. So Julia getting Arc back in the game. Still down a block. But an early blue spark play. Fly Rod, you're up. Your second turn. All right, he is going Hannibal to Dow. Oh, boy. This is a battle of the tanks. Look at this. Fly Rod's like, you forgot who I am, son. I was playing this game on day one. You're like 2 months late. I love it. I love the aggressive nature. Fly Rod sending Hannibal to Dow. Dow, I'm going to take you down to 78. And Hannibal's going to phase out for a second. You'll get him next time. And Fly Rod, no fooling. I think because Fly Rod's been on Team 2 for a little while, you guys done forgot who Fly Rod is. All right, so I got Fly Rod taking out a blue block and damage to the red block. Not enough for the red block, Fly. All right, Gemstone, you're up. Gemstone moving in for the flag. Oh boy. Look at what we got. All right. Gem sealed and at the flag, everybody. Moonshot, you're up. 20-second timer. All right, Moon is going to fizzle to Dow. And that is playable. And he's going to detonate. Dow is going to take your mustard smoke, or your mustard bomb, sorry. And he's going to drop ghost smoke at Gem. So he will drop the smoke, and it'll sit there, and then next turn it will go over and it will hit her. Valar, you're up. 20-second timer to Valar. No buffs, Ben. You'll still come in, but no tapes. Where's Valar? Come on, Valar. It's only turn number 2. Don't be sipping on that moonshot eggnog over there. All right, so she is going to fizzle and take Moon's mustard and summon Toxie to Bonnie. All right, Bonnie is DV'd. It's a 25-point shot. Bonnie, I got you taking 15 only. But you are deadly venomed. Kel, you're up. All right, she's going to play Paul to Jim. All right, so Paul is going to hit Jim once, get rid of her seal, hit her again, does no damage. Jim mitigates the 5 that Paul does, so not a big deal, but it did break the seal. So Jim is still at 100%. No, Tupac does not help. Stop asking me questions you guys know the answer to. Nerves don't kick in. What does Tupac do? He stops projectiles, not pets. Come on, everybody. Dow, you're up. Oh, sorry. Distraction. Kel, you do hit with a TS-15 and 5 more aquas. Kel finishes out the red wall and damages the next red wall. Now you're up, Dow. Takes out the one fly rod hits and damages the next one. There's unforeseen in the house. What's up, Amanda? All right, Dow is going to fizzle. Moon's TS-15s. And he's going to bring Vision to B-dub. Bonnie, I heard you taking another 5. You're at 80 and you are deadly venomed. So pets in play. Jim has a Tupac out. Villar played Toxie, which is out of play, but it's infected Bonnie. Vision is out of play. Flyrod has Hannibal in play. Moonshot has Tupac. Kel cast Paul, which is out of play, and B-dub, you're up. You're at 80 and max base, and you are DV'd. By Villar, so it will kick in 3 turns. Or 3 players. All right, so she is going to red Toxie. To Jim. Jim is affected by deadly venom. It's a 35-point shot. Jim, I got you taking 25 of it. Put you at 75. You're under DV. Bonnie is going to go heal and thrill. Which is going to get rid of the DV. TS-15 and 5 Goldars to the wall. Bonnie will finish out the damaged red block, and actually anything out of Team Arc before I resolve the blocks. Speak now or don't. All right. Bonnie is going to take down the red block and a second red block. All right, everybody. This is the final round of the first cycle. Healing effects have been nerfed to 50%. So at the end of this 8-turn round, we will go to cycle number 2. Julia, this is your final turn of the round. We got Julia at 100. We got Jim at 75 under the effects of Deadly Venom with Tupac. We got Villard at 100. We got Dow at 100. I'm sorry, we got Dow at 78. Flyrod at 100 has Hannibal out. Moonshot has Tupac at 100. Kells at 100. Breaking Walls and B-Dub back to 100 as well. All right, Julia's going to play her Max Smoke. Gemstone is surrounded by Seal Smoke. And Julia's going to go TS-15. Five Green Giants to the wall. Anything from Team MIR? Nope. All right. Julia is going much like the team before her did. Double blue. A little bit of damage to the red wall. Just a touch. Flyrod, your Hannibal hits Dow, takes him down to 70 and disappears. Hannibal's out of play. Flyrod, this is your final move of the first round. We got a good one, everybody. We got a really good match. Gemstone at the flag and MIR with a slight lead on blocks. Where's Flyrod? All right. You can't go red Toxie to her because she's still under the effects of red Toxie. The Seal Smoke does not... Okay, red Finny. All right, so Flyrod is going to go Unholy Grenade. Which is going to get rid of the Max Seal. Also, actually, Alright, so this is what's going to happen. Fly Rod is going to go Unholy Grenade to Jim. It's going to take her down to 70. Tupac is going to cast an Unholy Grenade back at Fly Rod. Anything from either team. Let me go ahead and announce this. Fly Rod's throwing a Unholy Grenade. Anything from Team Arc for this Unholy Grenade. I'll ask it that way. Alright, so the Unholy Grenade hits Jim, takes her down to 70. The seal is broken, or the seal never happens. Tupac sees the Unholy Grenade thrown at Jim, and Tupac throws an Unholy Grenade back at Fly Rod. So MIR, any reaction to the Unholy Grenade being thrown back to Fly Rod? Alright, Fly Rod loses his immune elixir and also takes 5 from the grenade. So that resolves. Fly Rod also cast Red Finny. And Red Finny is going to go in and hit a unsealed gem. For 20. No, it's not 2 unholies because one resolves at one area and then the other one is thrown to a different area. So they're not resolving in the same place and they're not the same target. They're 2 different targets. And Jim is going to take 10. Putting her at 60. She skips her turn. And then we go to Moonshot. Or we should call him doing a shot. Because I think Moonshot has had several shots tonight. Come on, Jason. You typing it with your elbows? Let's get this done. Arc Spark to Jim. All right. Team Arc. Anything in response to this Arc Spark? It will. No, you don't. You have to move here. All right. So Dow's going to play red-blue. And the Arc Spark does not hit Jim. The Ghost Smoke does. So the Ghost Smoke, after damage mitigation, is going to put Jim at 50. I got Jim sitting at 50. And Psycho, Blue, and Marty. And Moonshot, you get hit for 10 from Red, Blue. So Dow prevents the arc spark damage. The ghost smoke resolves. Jim's at 50. We've got 4 more actions this turn, everybody. We got Valar, then Kel, then Dow, and then B-Dub. So Valar, you're up. Julia at 100, Jim at 50, Valar at 100, Dow at 70, Flyrod at 95, Moonshot at 90, Kel and B-Dub both at 100. Valar's final turn of the first cycle. All right. Come on, Valar. Are you guys this nervous tonight for real? I know it's a big match, but it's not even a tournament match. We're not even one full cycle in. You can't do 2 attacks, Valar. You know that. Come on. Take a deep breath. One team's going to win, one team's going to lose. That simple. She's like, I'm hitting the wall. I'm hitting Bonnie. All right, give it to me again. What do you want? You want the wall or you want Bonnie? All right, summon Blaze to Bonnie. We got that. $95, Bonnie. You're on fire again. And so are we going with, okay, the wall. The wall and the summon. So she's going to go TS-15. Anything from MIR before she throws these grenades at the wall? All right, good. So this wall was damaged just a little bit. So she easily finishes this wall off and does some decent damage to the next wall. The next wall is still up, Valar, but not enough to take down 2. Kel, your final move of the first round. We got Kel, then we got Dow, then we got B-Dub. All right, Kel is going to go Red Lance to Jim. I got Jim sitting at 40. And then she's going to go Moss Grenade, which cannot be stopped. And after mitigation, I got Jim sitting at 33. Jim all the way down to 33. Can she survive another turn? We got Dow. Dow, this is your final move of the first round. Then we got B-Dub. All right, so Dow is, you know what, I like this move. Dow is going to summon Flea. Now, Dow, who is the target? Flea is going to hit somebody, and then the essence goes to Jim. All right, so you're going to summon Flea to B-dub. So Flea is going to go over and hit B-dub for 5. But he still does the essence smoke. So she mitigates some of it. He's going to essence 10 Jim and take her back to 43. And Dow is going to cast Max Smoke to Jim. All right. B-dub. Your final move of the first round. Pretty good play. All right, Kel's going to play Phantom. So Kel, your legendary's out of play. So Jim is not surrounded by smoke. These are the two best geared players in the game, just for point of reference. All right, it's a big gamble. You're not hitting Chuck. All right, but she is going to go red tray. I got red tray taking Jim from 43 Okay. What are you going to red tray, Dow? I mean, what are you going to tank? Which attack? The pet or the attack? The timber. All right. So the red tray is going to hit her for 23 after mitigation. Is going to put her at 20. Bonnie is going to attack with the timber with the bloodlust, and Dow is going to prevent it. Smart move. Jim does survive it at 20%. So very well played. Kel used the Phantom Cape Legendary. Dow uses the Page 1. All right, and Julia uses the I-ring to prevent the red tray. All right. So Jim would have survived at 20, but instead she's going to survive at 23 because Julia uses a legendary when she didn't really need to. All right, that is the end of the first round, everybody. We've got Jim capturing the flag at the end of the round. So we are going to give Ark 100 points. We've also got MIR with a slight lead with the blocks. So that is the end of round number 1. You guys got to pay attention to your moves. There were some really good strategies. There were some unnecessary moves in that round as well. But that's the way it goes. We're moving on to round number 2, everybody. So I've got from Team Ark, who will be going first. So we're going to confirm there's no mist, right? All right. Mist is out. So we've got, let me see who is going to be in. Not Jim, because Jim was way on the low. Dow is out. So Dow, we're going to take you over to the bench. We're going to put the B's in here. Valar, you'll stay in. Jim will go get some much needed rest. So Jim, those are your 4. Go ahead and tell me which position they're going to go in. All right, and for Mir's going to get some much needed rest as well. All the starters heading to the recuperating area. So Bonnie, tell me where you want Nixie, Julie J, Tin Man, and Amanda. All right, Julie Rover, busy defender. Sheila Bomber. And we're going to put Valar at tank. And B-Dub, help me get your second unit set up. All right, we got Ben Bomber and Nixie at tank. Julie J defend, and Amanda will be the rover. All right, second units, we need your A game. You guys could be deciding the match. It's super, super close right now. In fact, it's probably even tied. So here's the order for cycle number 2. As we know, MIR has the final move. So MIR and ARC starters get together, talk about your strategies. The second units are Valar will be going first. Then we got Julie J will be going first for MIR. Then we got Busy. Then we got Nixie. Then Sheila Beasley. Then Ben. Then Julia. Then Amanda will be finishing out the cycle. Valar, you got 10 seconds. And no double attacks this round, Valar. And so far we've had 1 blue used by ARC and none by Team MIR. Great, great gameplay in round number 1. Very good chess match. Let's see how good round number 2 is going to be. Cycle 2, everybody. Valar, you with us? Let's go, everybody. Have your moves ready. All right, she's going to summon Mac to 10-man. Hello, Ben. Ben, you got Mac sitting on your shoulder. He will hit you hard next turn. All right, any response from MIR? TS-15 and 5 pinks. Before we damage this wall. All right, the wall has already been damaged, so we are going to take down that wall. And we're going to damage the next one. Valar, keeping a little damage on that next wall. Sorry, I almost ate my microphone. I know it got really loud all of a sudden. My bad. Julie J, you're up. 10-second timer, Julie. Summon Nolan. And yellow arrow to Busy. All right, Busy. You have the fever. Remember, fever stack. So from the yellow arrow, thank goodness not a yellow glob. I got you taking 10, but Julie J's rocking AP2, so I got you going from 24 down to 22. And so you're at 90 and 22. Julie J does have Nolan in play, and you got 10 seconds. Oh boy. She's going to activate the MIR mask, everybody. Here she goes. That's a swarm of bees right there. And she's a defender, so she's staying in the hive. Doesn't get any better than that. Sorry. All right. Look, we're making it look like a little Galaga symbol. Well, Galaga was like a little bee, wasn't it? All right, there you go. We're playing Galaga now. So Busy Bee is 3. And she is going to Purple Spark. Julie J. So, again, the Purple Globs have a set action. The Purple Sparks will have a similar effect. So, Julie J., you will not be yourself next turn. Nixie, you're up. You know what? You will be yourself next turn. Wasted Purple Spark. Busy Bee. She's immune. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go back because not everybody writes down immunity, so don't type your moves. You cannot target her with Purple Spark because she is immune. So, Busy Bee, you activate the MIR mask. I'm going to give you another half turn. Or full turn. The turn is a half turn activation. So Busy Bee, she's immune to your target. You got to do something else. Thank you. Good call, Nixie. I missed that. What kind of grenade you want to toss? I love it. A grenade. Doesn't matter what type. Just kills. Take out whichever one you want. Sure you don't want the B grenade, C grenade, Z grenade? You guys are making me work tonight, aren't you? I think it was a concerted effort. I think both these teams got together and said, let's give Kills a big FU tonight. We're going to make him work for this match. You guys are making me work harder to call this match than you are playing the match. All right. Designate a sort of grenade, please. Luckily, I got a high constitution tonight, though. I'm good for it. I can do it. So far, I've written down 8 challenges by combined both teams, either of a strategy, a move, or something that was painfully obvious. 8 so far. All right, heal and seal, done. Thank you, Busy. All right, Nixie, now you can play Faith. But she is surrounded by heal and seal. All right, so Nixie's going to drop Faith because you got to have faith, faith, faith. And, oh, she's going straight after the assassin. You know, the good thing is you get some of your good players to carry over. The bad thing is they start stealing the rest of your stuff. So, Julia, no mustard bombs for you. Any response out of Team Arc before this is fizzled? All right, Busy Bee is going to disarm it. So your fizzle goes in vain. All right, Beasley. Bring the heat, Beasley. What you got? If you guys are just tuning in, this is only the first round of the second cycle. It's hurting. The second units are usually cool as the other side of the pillow. But boy, the nerves are just filtering all the way through. Everybody tonight's feeling it. Except Beasley, because Beasley's cool as a cucumber. Always a step ahead. Like a popsicle in the wintertime. All right, she's going to go Toxie to Ben. Hello, Ben. That 10 skin is not immune to Toxie. Ben, taking 25, you're under the effects of DV. And you still got Max sitting on your shoulder. And she's going to mustard Julie J. And detonate it. Team MIR, any response to her mustard bomb? Okay, Ben, you're up. Does not. All right. Anything from Team MIR? All right. Nolan is dead. And Ben is going to drop a hot smoke. I love it. Haven't seen that in a little while, Ben. So Ben is surrounded by heal over time. And he is going to go, he's like, you know what? Let's get back to the lecture at hand. Ben's going to go gold glass times 5. Anything from Team Arc before Ben hits this wall? Please, guys, you know they're either going to hit a wall, they're going to hit you. So have your moves ready if you plan on doing anything. Otherwise, I'm just going to move along. All right, the wall is dead. Ben taking down that last piece of wall, and let's go ahead and reset it. And we'll go to scoreboard, and let's give MIR a block. Julia, your first move of cycle 2. No joke. This round is taking almost as long as the whole first round. Summon Unted. All right, Julia, who are you going to target with Unted? All right, so here's the way Unted works. If you guys missed it, Julia will target Ben. He is the bomber. So Unted will hit Ben for 10. Taking him to 65. Then he will also heal their bomber. Beasley's at 100%. So, just for point of reference, Busy Bee is the defender. So had she targeted Julie J, Busy Bee would have healed back the 10%. But nobody's really damaged this point, but it's going to keep going back and forth. So, Unted hits Ben, hits him for 10, and then heals Beasley for 10%. Next turn, Julia will pick another target, and then it will heal that person. All right? And then Julia is going to go Frenzy. And Rojo to Ben, hitting him for like 5,000 AP. And Ben is like, nope, I'm going to psycho that stuff. So Team MIR using their first psycho. But that would have been a painful, painful situation because Julia has a stacked rose as well. Just saying. It's going to hurt. All right, Amanda, finish out round number 1, please. And Villar, if you could do me a favor and start thinking ahead and have your next move ready to go after Amanda. All right, Amanda's going to SP3 and take blue from Busy. Done. And no, you can't do all that. There is no Sparky. So SP3 is a move. Fizzle Bomb and detonate to Julia. And any response from Team Arc to the Fizzle Bombs and the taking of the Mustard Bombs. So she sets the bomb and goes to detonate. It's okay. Amanda, if you wouldn't have put 4 moves, I would have felt like you weren't fitting into the stream because everybody else has at this point, so you're good. Beasley is going to disarm it. So the fizzle for the second time on Julia does not work. 2 disarms. All right, Villar, round number 2, please. All Arc has used one blue, and MIR has used one psycho. And it was a very well played psycho, Ben, because that hit was going to be psycho. If you're just tuning in, Arc took a flag early, survived, almost had a death. Arc is on the prowl in round number 2. MIR has a slight lead with the wall. And we got Villar. Villar is going to, okay. First of all, Mac is going to hit Ben for D12. Ben, I'm taking you down from 65 to 55. Now Villar is going to summon Buck. Ben, Buck is going to take you from 12, because you weren't buffed, down to 10. Ben is sitting at 55 and 10. Oh my Lord. And Villar, some reason, is frenzied with an AP2 bonus and decides to hit the wall, wasting the frenzy bonus. So Villar is throwing the TS-15s and 5 Goldars. And the TS-15s and 5 Goldars are going to hit the wall. Any response from MIR? Both teams are going to look back on this match, and boy, oh boy, oh boy, is there going to be some planning and strategy meetings. Julie J is going to prevent it. All right. Julie J, you are up after preventing the damage to the wall. So Busy has used her ability disarm. Beasley used disarm. Julie J used prevention. And Villar, your frenzy fades. 1 turn effect. But the prevention was used on the wall, so maybe that was Villar's strategy. Maybe it was, let's get her to play that prevention. All right, Julie J is going to go TS-10. 3 gold glass and 2 pinks. Too busy bee. All right, the damage will be split. Nolan is, okay. Nolan is dead because you were mustard bombed last turn by Beasley. So there is no Nolan. Your TS-10 and 3 gold glass and 2 pinks will hit. Busy was healed and sealed. But her clones are not healed and sealed. So both clones are dead. And Busy takes no damage. But she has no seal. And Busy B, you're up. Valar's at 100. Busy B's at 100. Beasley 100. Julia 100. Julie J 100. Nixie at 100. Ben 55 and 10. And Unforeseen at 100. All right, Busy B is going to play Buck. Summon Buck to Julie J. All right. You're going to take Julie J from 27 down to 25. And you are frenzied, but the frenzy effect is only on melee or bows or guns. So she throws the colada, which is a AP and a stun. So Julie J, I got you going down to 22 base, and you are stunned for 1 turn. Frenzy effect has no effect on the grenade. Nixie, you're up. 10-second timer. All right, Nixie, we're going to do it again. Another fizzle to Julia. Anything from Team Arc in response to the fizzle bomb? All right, Julia, mustard bombs are gone. 3rd attempt is a charm. And Nixie is going to send Red Finny to Busy. Taking Busy down to 80, and you have Red Finny attacking you. All right, Beasley, your 2nd round. We are under 10 minutes to play due to the length of this round. Healing effects and purple effects have been nerfed. And we will continue to finish this round and 1 additional round, although healing will not be at full strength. All right, Sheila. Oh, wow. Look at Beasley. All right, Beasley's going to move into range of Ben. He's got them sunglasses on, too. Look at that. I'll put you up here. And red-blue is not going to stop a projectile. Beasley's going to go Fury 4. And she was going to get the killing blow on Ben, and Amanda plays Psycho, and Team MIR are out of Psychos. So Ben is at 55 and 10. Beasley Fury 4 with a Wargo. would have hit him considerably and taken his AP down quite a bit. Ben, you're up. Both psychos used on behalf of Team MIR. Ben is going to take the healing grog. Ben, that is going to take you up to 100. And will take you back to your full base of 12. Julia, your next to last turn. We got Julia, Amanda, and then each player gets one additional turn. All players are at 100% except Busy, who's at 80 and getting hit by Red Finny. I hear you, Sheila. She's like, I came to win. That was a beast move, though. I love it. All right, so she is going to unted. Everybody's at 100, Julia, and you can't target the same person. So Busy is the person on your team with 80, and Busy is a defender. So unted, if you want to heal Busy, then you have to target Julie J with Ted. All right, so Julie J, you're going to take 10. Busy, you're going to get an essence heal. It's going to take you back to 90. Well, it's not a heal. You're going to get a transfer of essence. And this might be really painful. Remember, Unted is a legendary. So Julia can cast Buck. So Ben, Buck is going to hit you and take you down to 10 base. Julia is going to be frenzied, which is going to take her AP to AP 10. And she's going to hit you with a Rojo Rose for 17. Ben, you have taken lethal damage. Max Graf is your best friend. So Ben, they've got nothing to prevent it. They've used 2 psychos. So B-Dub, who would you like to bring in? Ark getting a 100-point kill on the board. All right, B-Dub is going to come in, and she's going to go to the bomber position. All right, Amanda, finish out this round, and then each player has 1 additional turn. B-Dub is back in, fully healed at 100%. All right, you can't double stack Frenzy. Wow, come on guys. 14 different silly plays tonight. Come on. Amanda, you're going to get a free Frenzy from Buck. Yes, I'm keeping score. I am. All right. So she is going to, let's resolve Buck first. That's the easiest thing to do. So Amanda is going to cast Buck to Busy Bee. Now Busy Bee's no joke. She's got some base. So Busy Bee from 24 back down to 22. And she is going to Fury 4, and you're going to activate the legendary ability of the Deacon Dagger. Is that correct? Okay, so she is going to activate the dagger. And what the dagger is going to do is it does Unholy Rain to all targets. And she's going to add a Fury 4. Now the Frenzy, again, and I'm pointing this out because this is the third time tonight, and no offense to Amanda, but it's third time tonight somebody's used Buck and gotten no Frenzy effect from it. So she's also using the Fury 4. And Buck basically will do the same thing that Flare does if you don't want the Frenzy effect. So it is a D15 to all players, less armor mitigation. So that means Beasley, Julia, Valar, and Busy Bee are all taking damage, but it's Fury forward. So, Julia, you're taking 25. I got you at 75. Beasley, you're taking 30. I got you at 70. Busy Bee, you're taking 30. I got you at 60. And Valar, you're taking 30. Actually, you're taking 25. I got you at 75. Valar down to 75. Busy Bee down to 60. Beasley down to 70. And Julia down to 75. Do the math there. That's well over 100 points of damage. Big, big hit to all players. Crazy damage. All right. Each player can't psycho it. Question number 15. Can't psycho a legendary activated ability. Keep them coming, everybody. 15. We're going to get to 30 by tonight. All right, Valar, your final move of cycle number 2. I cannot wait till the tournament. Woo, it's going to be good. Just remember, to all players, and I mean this in the utmost compassionate and seriousness, because everybody's done it, you can't question your way to a victory. Use that time to study your moves and pay attention to what your opponent's health is, what they've used, what they've not used. The more you guys question, the more mistakes you make. I've seen it for 6 months. So focus, plan, get your moves done, be sharp, be crisp. That's what you're going to need to go into the tournament. Valar, make it happen. Health check. Valar, 75. Busy, 60. Beasley, 70. Julia, 75. Julie J, 90. Nixie at 100. Ben, dead. Bonnie back in the game. And Amanda, 100%. All right, so we've got Valar going TS15 and 5 gold glass. And Valar, you cannot, 16, I'm writing them down. Valar, you can't heal and seal Busy because Busy's way over here. So in order to heal and seal Busy, you've got to come over here and drop a heal and seal, and it counts as a move. If you were standing on top of Busy, you could drop a heal and seal, but if you're here with the wall and your other person's over here, it can't be done. Now, you can drop a max seal, if that's what your intention was, and that seal will go over to her, but it's not going to give a healing effect. It's only going to provide a seal effect, barring it does not get unholy smoked. All right, so the TS-15 with 5 gold will be red-blued. And Villar, whatever your second play is, let me know. That is the first blue for Team MIR. And that's going to hit Villar. So, Villar, what's the second part of your move? Instead of the heal and seal. Can't use the shaman gun after you've thrown the grenade. The grenade has been launched. All right, I'm going to help. You can play a pet or you can play a smoke. That's all you can do. You can't throw a grenade and shoot somebody. I mean, you don't have to. It's up to you. You can just throw the grenade and chill. I mean, it's your final turn of the round, so totally up to you. Not trying to convince you to play any of your pets or any of your smokes. You have a half turn remaining. Okay, there we go. Summon Lance to Bonnie. Hello, Bonnie. Lance going to come in and hit you. For 6. Bonnie's at 94. And thank you, Julie J. And Julie J used the red-blue, which also hit Villar for 10, taking her down to 65. And stopped the grenade from hitting the wall. So, ouch. 17 times so far today. All right. Yeah, I get it. I know you guys are having some challenges today. It's okay. We still got half a match to go. This is everybody's final turn this round. So Julie J is going to go fizzle and detonate mustard for Villar. Okay. Team Arc. Anything? Before I steal her mustard bombs? Okay, no. Mustard bombs are gone. Villar has no mustard bombs. Dow has no mustard bombs. And Julia has no mustard bombs. Everybody's taking the mustard today. Busy Bee. All right, Busy Bee is going to summon Trey to Julie J. You're going to take her down to 70. And she's going to go ahead and grog. Good move. You know what? If Bonnie is even in your zip code, you better be taking some grog. Because you can be at 70 and not be safe. Julie was at 60, so she will, you know what? I got to roll for it. Sorry. I still got to roll because you could only get 25. Look at that. All right. Busy Bee. 1, 2, or 3, 50% heal cut in half. 4, 5, or 6. You get the full gist of it. And you get the full gist of it. You got a 5. Congratulations. That was a big roll. All right, so we are going to take you back to 100. Okay, Nixie. Your final move of the second cycle. We got Nixie. Then we got Killer Beasley. Ooh. Oh, I like that name. Sheila. You are no longer Sheila. You are Killer Beasley. Boom. You know what? It took 2 years. It just popped. It just came to me all of a sudden. Killer Beasley. I mean, it was already there because it was kind of like your team name, but it just, now it makes sense. Killer Beasley. See, you guys are mad. You didn't think of that, aren't you? It's pretty good. All right. Summon Slim to Julie J. The heat is on. Slim Shady to Julie J. Oh, boy. Taking her down to 60. All right, hold on. I'm confused. Nixie is up. I skipped Nixie. Sorry, Killer Beasley. I was too excited. Busy Bee played the grog, and I skipped Nixie's move. Then we go back to Killer Beasley. It's contagious tonight. So I was trying to build some drama and some excitement and see what happens. You know, through it all, once we cycle through all the craziness, it's been a pretty good match. Both teams are playing hard. All right. Nixie is going Fury 4. TS-15. 5 glam bams to the wall. Anything from Team Arc? Sheila Beasley is going blue. All right, that is the second blue used by, I'm sorry, hold on. That is the second blue used by Team Arc. MIR has used 1. They've used 2 psychos. MIR has no psychos remaining. Arc has 2 psychos remaining. Arc has 2 blues remaining. MIR has 3 blues remaining. Nixie, the trap will not stay when your character leaves play. So you can play it, but it's a waste. Proxy bombs will, but engineer traps will not if the engineer is not available. Throw it at Villar. There you go. All right, she's going to toss that engineer trap at Villar. All right, Beasley. Now you're up, Killer Beasley. We got Killer Beasley, Tin Man, Julia, the Assassin, and Unforeseen. And then we finish out round number 2, everybody. We have set some records. Normally, second round goes super fast. But this one tonight has been very, very methodical and planned out. It's a nice way of saying extremely long. Summon Slim to Julie J. All right. I already deducted the damage, so last turn. And TS-15 and 5 Arc Sparks to the wall. Do I have anything out of Team MIR? Before we damage this wall. Amanda is going to cast blue. And the second blue for Team MIR is out of play. Julia, your final move of the round. Bonnie. What the actual hell? My bad. Bonnie, your move. Yep. Sorry, not Julia, Bonnie. I'm not going to blame it on my scorecard, but I'm going to tell you it's a little out of whack tonight. All right, so Bonnie is going to go. All right, Bonnie's going to summon Red Nolan. And TS-15 with 5 Arc Sparks to the wall. All right, anything from Team Arc for this wall hits? Bonnie, it's not going to carry over. So if you would like to play a different pet, I just want to let you know in advance, if you drop it, you're going to lose it in a turn and a half. All right. Anything? All right, so we're going to hit the wall. All right, she's not dropping the red Nolan. I just want to be fair and let her know. I'm sure we've given advice to other people tonight, so. Yeah, you know, it's been pretty universal tonight. So she is going to hit the wall with TS-15 and 5 arc sparks. I didn't see any blues being thrown out there. Arc, last call before we go to Julia and Amanda. Okay, we're taking down. Busy Bee says yes. I feel like Amanda SP3'd Busy Bee. She did. Busy Bee, your blue was taken out of play by Amanda. So Busy Bee has no blue. Julia has no blue. Sheila Beasley has no blue. It's Villar's call. Either Villar's going to play it or she's not. All right, Villar's going to play blue. I mean, you guys know it's either going to be played now or it's going to be played later. Okay, so that is the third blue for Team Arc. They have one remaining. Bonnie does not hit the wall. And we got Julia and we got Amanda on a crazy night, everybody. Crazy, crazy night. Julia, your final move, and then Amanda, your final move. So just a recap of what's been used. MIR has used both Psychos. They've used 2 blues. They've used no Martys. And Arc has used no Psychos, 3 blues, and no Martys. All right, so Julia is going to unted Amanda as the next target. Amanda was a rover. So Amanda is going to hit you for 10. Actually going to hit you for 5. You got mitigation. We'll leave it at 95. Julia's going to heal you back to 85. Or not heal you. It's going to essence you back to 85. And Julia's going to red Homer to get her mustard bombs. So unted is not a move. If you guys are counting the moves, it's a continuation. So her picking the target has nothing to do with that. Ted just does his thing until he's done. She plays red Homer to get the mustard bombs, and then she goes TS-15 with 5 gold glass. And Ben or Nixie, shall you do anything to stop this grenade, or will it hit? Before we resolve how much damage it does to the final 2 blocks, one of which has been damaged slightly. another question. How can you get something that has been fizzled? Second person to ask me that question over the past week. And red homers have been retrieving items for the last 2 months, by the way. When the fizzle came into play and we first discussed it, the lingo that was used was it was taken out of play. It has been played consistently, week after week, where people have retrieved fizzled items. But that's and no offense to Bonnie, but that's the second person to ask me that question in the last week. But it has been continuation of gameplay for the last 2 months. Homers have been getting fizzled items and taken items since Red Homer came out. Every week. Last week, somebody got TS-15s with it. The week before that, every team has done it. Not. All right, so Heart of Nixie uses blue. And that is going to be the third blue with Team MIR. And Amanda, you have one final move, and it is TS-15s. And if you guys would like to discuss fizzle after, Dow last week, Will the week before, Kel 2 weeks ago, TS-15s. Every team has played fizzle has played Homer to retrieve items. All right, TS-15 and 5 arc sparks. All right. All right, I'm out of the loop here. What is Ben was killed. Okay, I get it. Did I mention Ben? He's not in play at this point. Can we get this last grenade on the wall? Amanda's going to throw TS-15s with 5 arc sparks. And there's nothing that can be done about it. So it is going to hit. And we're going to go black, green, and green. All right. And that finishes round number 2. We are going to go the full 3 rounds, but I'm going to take about a 5-minute break. You guys get together with your teams, come up with your third round strategies. I'm drained. So we'll take a quick 5-minute break. You guys discuss what you want to do, and we come back. We're going to get the starters in the game. So we'll be right back in 5 minutes or less. No, Ted does not stay in play. Pets do not carry over. Activities do not carry over. When the round is done, people come out. It's like cycling in brand new people. All right, we are back, everybody, and everybody's got 3 turns left. So we currently have Ark with a kill and a flag, a little bit behind on the wall damage. Ark is going into round 3 with a slight lead. So it is still anybody's game. First part of this game, a lot of strategies, a lot of no. The starting lineups, when you guys come back in, starters stay in the same position. We don't change. The only time we reassign is for the second group, which I don't know, and for the subs whenever they come in. But when the third unit comes back in, they come back in the exact same gameplay as they start the game. So once again, each player has 3 moves. So have your stuff ready to go. Hopefully you know what you've used, what you've not used, what's been put in the game, what's been taken out of the game. And Julia, you're going to start this round the same way you started the game. So 10-second timer, Julia. It'll be Julia, Fly, Jim, Moon, Valar, Kel, Dow, and finish it out with B-Dub. I would recommend with a match this close that you guys focus more on your team strategy and your opponents than any sidebars or any other thing, because this is it. You got 3 turns. All right, Julia's going to drop Red Nolan. Enrage 3, TS 15 and 5, Black Glass. And MIR, since you have 1 blue remaining, I'm just going to let whatever hit until you guys tell me that you want to use that red blue, or that blue, or whatever the case may be. So Julia is going to enrage 3, and she is going to hit a damage block. And no response, so I am hitting this block, and she is going to finish off the damage block. And she is going to finish off the other block. Julia taking down the wounded block and also finishing off the rest of the block on the board. So Ark has a wall, has a flag, and also has a kill. Ark adding to the scoreboard. And sorry, Valar, I'm going to move you over a little bit. All right, I'm going to let it play. Probably not the best time to restart, but I'm going to let it play, okay? No more blues for Team MIR. So Arc, you know you have a damage block. And they're out of blues and out of psychos. Fly Rod, your first move of the third cycle. Nolan, TS15 and 5 arcs. And Team Arc, you have 2 blues. So Jim, anytime you want to cast a blue, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to assume they hit. So Fly Rod. Going to take down. No Enrage, taking down double blue blocks. 50-point shot. Gemstone, you're up. All right, Gemstone is going to drop Chill and Thrill. So she is surrounded by the Chill and Thrill. Not getting the Enrage this time around. Gem taking down the remainder of the red block and not quite getting down the last one. You do damage it significantly. So last block is damaged, but doesn't quite get the reset. Moonshot. Jim is surrounded by Chill and Thrill smoke. They got a block remaining, and you got 10 seconds. Fireflies to Julia. And stun to Dow and detonate. Dow, you are stunned, which means you get 1 action. And Julia, you got bit by a crazy pet. Valar, you're up. All right, Valar's going TS15 Wow, she's using the whole farm. Fury 4 and 5 Vox. Now the wall was about half-life, so I'm going to say that you probably did enough to kill it and then kill it again. So certainly not taking any chances with the wall. Fly Rod, since you are the only person that could possibly do something, would you like to act? Before I rebuild this entire wall. Thank you. All right. All mitigations have thankfully been taken out of the game. All blues have been played. That portion of the block stays up. There are no preventions. There are no blues. It's going to be whatever at this point. Kel, you're up. First move of round 1. And Jim, you are thrilled for your next turn. And Red Aster will not attack pets. Red Aster is a passive pet that will devour any pet that attacks you, and you can use Red Aster to attack your opponent, not your opponent's pet. So Red Aster is the honey badger that will sit by your side and attack whatever, or you can use it to attack your opponent. Okay, Kel's going to play Red Nolan. And she's going to go TS-15. And 5 Arc Sparks to the wall. Jim, you appear to be the only person that has a blue remaining. Julius has been taken. Dow's has been used. Villar's was used, or taken, I'm sorry. One or the other, last round. So I'm just going to defer to you. You're the only person in the game that can potentially play a blue. So is this going to hit? All right, Kel is taking down the blue wall and doing damage to the red wall. Blue block down and damage to the next red block, Kel. Okay, we've got Dow and then B-Dub. There are less than 10 minutes remaining in the match. Healing effects have been nerfed for the final 2 rounds. Purple effects have dropped off for the final 2 rounds. Dow and B-Dub, and then each player will get 2 additional turns. We're going to go the full distance, but we're not going to add extended time to it. So Dow, go ahead and play your final move of the first round. Healing the rest of the way, nerfed, 50%. Purple effects, done. Dow is going to summon Red Homer to retrieve mustard bombs and anything additional. That's a summon. Oh, good call. Thank you. And thanks for the honesty. Appreciate that. B-Dub, your final move of the first round. All right, B-Dub is going to go Red Homer to retrieve her mustard bombs. And cast and detonate on Julia. What are we casting? Or what are we taking? Fizzle? Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, she's going to retrieve the mustard bombs, cast and detonate mustard bomb. Gotcha. I'm catching up slowly. Julia, Red Nolan has sadly passed. Okay. Every player has 2 additional turns. Take a deep breath. You guys see the score. You see the wall. You know the situation. You've been setting up moves all night with mustard and fizzles and all those things. So Julia, you're next to the last turn. No Nolan for you. Julia? All right. Red Toxie to Kel. Kel has good armor, good damage mitigation. Kel, that Red Toxie is going to hit you for 25 instead of 35. Julia is going to use her Warrior Enrage, which all the Enrages, of course, you can't use the Fury for. So she's going to Warrior Enrage and TS 15. And again, probably a little bit of overkill, but it works. So this half wall that has been up for half a day is finally going down. So congratulations to this wall, man. All right. Congratulations to Ark for finally getting this final block down after every blue and every mitigation in the world. We got a pretty tight match. But these final couple moves is where you make or break a team. Fly rod. You're second to your last turn. All right, fly rod is going to blue spark it. TS-15 and 5 gold glass to the wall. And it is a damaged wall. So he is blue sparked. So normally, this would take down this wall and deal damage to the next wall. Jim evokes it. Doesn't take down the red wall, but it is as close as you can get. She stops half of it. Blue spark is a mini rage. That wall is almost down. Gemstone, you're up. Legendary Evoke has been used. Cannot be used again because can't use it in the final round. Enrage. All right, Jim is going to drop Nolan. TS-15 and 5 big reds. All right, he did. He said, don't forget about my buddy Nolan. So, all right, let me calculate this damage. She's still going to evoke it, all right? I see it. He said, don't forget about my buddy Nolan. I'll get to Jim's attack in a second. I want to resolve this fairly. All right, so that is evoked, but Nolan's damage all right. So, I'm going to ask this question. Gemstone, Fly Rod is throwing the grenade and attacking the wall. Nolan will also be attacking a grenade and hitting a wall. If you want to use evoke, what would you like to evoke? How would you like to play that? And I'm not trying to lead. I just want to let her play this out. Because she has not used evoke yet. Yep, I see it, Fly Rod. I missed the 5 pink too. You're good. No worries. It's turn-based. You can blue it, or you can evoke it. You have both in play. Okay, are you going to use blue on fly rod and then evoke Nolan? Okay, so that is the third blue that's been used by Team Arc, but they've had blues stolen from them, so all blues are out of play. So Jim is going to stop Fly Rod's attack, and then she's going to evoke Nolan's attack. And again, we're in the same place that we were at before because she used her final blue. She's also going to do 10% damage to Fly Rod, taking him down to 90. So the wall is still up. There's more of it than there was before. Before there was just a touch of it. You probably could have hit it and killed. Well, I ain't going to say what you could have done. You could have taken that last wall out pretty easily. Now, because of the way she worked it out, there is still a little bit more health on the wall. Okay. Now let's go to Gemstone. Gemstone, now it's your move. Now, if you want to do the same move, then just let me know same, and I'll scroll up and I'll do it. All right, so she's going to do the same move. So she's summoning Nolan. And she's going to go TS15, 5 big reds, and because of the enrage, she's going to hit a little bit harder than we've hit in the previous rounds with the top. You guys remember earlier in the rounds we were taking down the first 3 blocks? So she's going to get the first 3, obviously. And with the enrage, she's going to get a blue. All right, Moonshot. You're next to last turn. You've got a very wounded wall on your side. And Moon is going to summon Percy. All right, so Percy to Dow. Dow, Percy's going to scale up, going to hit you for 10, then he's going to hit you for 30. Not Percy, but the deadly venom. So Dow, I'm going to take you down to 90. You're taking the full 10. So you are under the effects of deadly venom. Moon is also going to stun and detonate to Valar, and I will make sure that I don't miss that move. So pet to Dow, stun detonate to Valar. Valar, you get one action and one action only. Can be a smoke, can be attack, can be a pet, but only one thing. We got Valar, Kel, Dow, B-Dub, and then each player gets one additional turn. And remember, no legendaries can be in play. No carryover of legendaries can happen as well. If there's an effect, it will drop off for the final round. Valar, TS-15 and 5 plaid grenades. TS-15 and 5 plaid. 2 blue blocks. No damage to the red block. Kel, you're up. All right, Kel is she's going to go big. TS-15 and 5 arc sparks for Kel. TS-15 and 5 fool's gold. And heal and thrill. All right, a lot going on here. All right, first of all, Kel is covered by heal and thrill smoke. So it will resolve and she'll get her heal and she'll get a minion rage next turn. She has red Nolan in play, but red Nolan won't enrage because your thrill smoke has not resolved. Remember, he mirrors what you do. So since you're not enraged, it's going to be a standard hit from you and a standard hit from Nolan. Now, that wall is already damaged. So, you are finishing off that wall and doing some damage to the next wall and finishing off the next wall. Kel taking down 2 red blocks. That's a 100-point hit, much needed score for Team MIR. 100-point shot, Kel and Nolan bringing home the points. Dow, your next to final move. We got Dow, B-Dub, and each player should be planning their final move of the match. All right. Kel has no pet, by the way, Dow. Nolan's gone. She just used him. So Dow's going to summon Rod. And stun Kel. Remember, when you guys use Nolan, he's out of play. He doesn't stick around and keep throwing grenades. So Dow is dropping Hot Rod. First time we've seen him in play. And he is going to stun Kel. So Kel, your final move, you will be stunned. Stuns do not drop off. They are normal part of the game. They're not mitigated. B-Dub, your final move of round number 2. All right, she's going to cast and detonate Mustard on Dow. Dow, you're taking a little bit of damage, but the bigger news is poor Rod is not going to get to steal his first block ever. Oh, Dow playing Marty. Oh my goodness, what an epic play. Oh, we forgot about Marty. B-Dub goes with the mustard bomb on Dow, and Dow drops Marty. First Marty play of the game. First Marty ever played. Big, big maneuver. Wow, that was timely, but not through the woods yet. Rod is still raring to go. And B-Dub, you were not stunned, so you do have a half turn remaining. B-Dub is going to drop Rod. Oh boy. Oh boy, things just got heated up. We got two rods in play. Okay. We got a super, super close match. Small walls left on both sides. Each player gets one additional turn. This round is going to decide the match. We got two rods out. We got some people with mustard. No blues. No mitigation. No legendaries can be played. Julia, your final move of the epic match. Good luck to both teams. It is certainly going down to the wire tonight. Team Arc has two Psychos remaining and one Marty. Team MIR has two Martys. That's it. All right, Julia is going to cast Mustard Bomb and detonate to B-Dub. B-Dub will play Marty. All right, Julia, you got a half turn remaining. Not enough to get an attack. Julia chose to go Mustard Bomb on her final move. Can't psycho that. Marty's a summon. Psycho is projectiles only, not for summons. Julia, you got a half turn remaining. Anything? Can't. Got a half turn remaining. You can't throw a grenade. You can't attack. You used a whole turn casting a bomb and detonating. All right, Fly Rod, your final move of the match. Fly Rod has not used an Enrage, so he is good for Fury 4. TS-15. Four Big Red and one BT7. And oh yeah, 100 points for Fly Rod, taking down the wall. Second wall taken down by MIR. Big, big hit, timely move by Fly Rod. That was a Fury 4, straight up crushed it. Gemstone, your final move of the night. What shall you do? You cannot Fury 4 because you have already enraged. You can enrage 3, but you cannot Fury 4. Or you can Blue Spark. Either are fine. All right. Jim is going to Blue Spark. And Nolan with TS-15. So we're going to throw 2 TS-15s. Two Mirror Magics. And 3 pinks. Jim is taking down a red wall, and Nolan is taking down a red wall. 100 points for Team Arc. Keeping it within striking distance. It's super, super close right now. Kel, your final move of the night. We got Kel. We got Valar. We got Dow. I'm sorry, Moonshot. Moonshot. Kel, not you. Don't type it, don't type it, don't type it. Stop, stop. No, no, Moonshot. We got Moonshot, then Valar, then Kel, then Dow, then B-Dub. Moonshot is up. Sorry, Jason. All right. Moon is going to stun Valar again. So Valar, you get 1 action. And he wants to Gold Spark Dow. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Good move. All right, Moon is going to minimize Dow's damage. So we got Baby Dow. All right. Dow's damage is cut. Valar is stunned. Valar, this is your final move of the night. And you only get 1 action. And she is going to take it to go TS-15 and 5 big reds. And Villar takes down a brick in the wall. 50 points for Villar. Kel, you got to come big. We got Kel, we got Dow, and we got B-Dub. 3 players remaining in tonight's match. It is a little longer than normal, but it is a championship level match. Players have worked hard. Not everybody was at their full strength. We understand a couple players are missing, but we still got some good PvP tonight. You cannot Fury 4 because of the thrill effect. So that is correct. You are already under the effect of the previous thrill. You're not under the effect of deadly venom, obviously, because it was a healing thrill, so you are healed. But yes, you cannot double dip on the Fury. Sorry. So Kel is going to go TS-15, bringing all she's got right now, everybody. Black glass to the wall. Black, green, green. Blue, extra 25. Kel bringing extra 25 to the party. All right. Baby Dow. Your final move of the night. All right. So Dow, you are confirming you're leaving the defensive zone. Roadrunner is going to steal the block. So Roadrunner is going to go in and steal the final block. Nothing can be done to stop it. The wall goes down. The wall resets. Now, Baby Dow is going to Fury 4, and he has not played in Enrage at this point. So he's doing half damage, but he's buffing himself with a Fury 4, which is going to be probably back to where he began the fight. But he is going to go TS-15 and 5 MIRs. So he's moving out of the defensive zone, giving up the points, and throwing a TS-15 at the same wall. Kel just did some big damage too. How much damage is Baby Dow going to do? Black, green, green. No blue for you, Baby Dow. And just because that was your final turn, we will go ahead and put you back to normal size. All right, B-Dub and Rod, let me know how you're going to proceed with this, and what you and Hot Rod are going to do. This is the final move of the night, everybody. And I'm going to update the scoreboard because Ark has taken down 2 walls as well. Okay, Bonnie, who is going to hit first? Well, actually, never mind. The pets hit first. We know that pet damage happens before regular damage. Rod steals the pet, and sorry I even asked the question. The rule of pets are, pets do attack and hit their target. But you know what? I am going to table that discussion because I didn't clarify it. So for tonight, we are going to play it the same way that we play Nolan. So I am going to allow Bonnie to choose the same way we did Dow. After tonight, the rule of pets will be that the pet will charge and hit before the wall. But tonight, we're going to play it the same way we play Nolan. So Bonnie is going to hit first. So Bonnie's going to go Fury 4, which is allowed. TS 15. And 5 frosts. And let me get to the wall and calculate the damage. Blue block. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong side. It's not going down. Blue block. She's Fury forward. Blue block. Red block. And damage. A touch, not much. And Rod will swipe a red block. And that, everybody, is the conclusion of our match. Great play by both teams. I have no idea. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. But I'm anxious to find out. So, a very, very well-fought match by both teams. So, congratulations. I know the pressure was high by both teams. Good strategies on both parts. Ark got out to a nice lead. Did MIR close the distance at the end? Let's start out with flags. Team Ark, 100 points for flags. MIR, 0. Let's go to kills. Ark, 1 kill, 100 points. MIR almost got a kill, and there were some great defensive plays, 0. So Ark off to a nice start. Wall damage. MIR, 2 full walls and 200 points on the last wall. 800 points. Arc, 2 full walls and 25. $625. Defense, Dow left the defensive zone. 9 full rounds. MIR, 180. Arc, 160. MIR, 980 points. Arc, 985. Arc with a 5-point victory at the very, very end. Barely pulling it out. Arc 985, MIR 980. That is your final total. Neither team was at full strength. A epic, epic battle, as close as it could possibly be. MIR pulling the blocks at the end. Arc playing defensive at the end. Super, super awesome match on both parts. This is a prelude of the tournament. This is what the tournament's going to be like. Any team can step up at any time. I know there was some slow play tonight. People were trying to figure things out. Luckily, it was tonight. We got a lot of questions asked. So those questions should not be a factor going into the tournament. So great job by both teams. I want to remind everybody it's a regular season match. It's a big win. Great job. But remember, I don't want to rain on the parade, but not everybody was at full strength tonight, but it was a super, super match. So great job. I'm not going to discount anything. I think some people had some great strategies. There were probably some moves that everybody would like to have back. So actually, Dow, if you would have stayed on defense, you would have lost. No, actually, Dow, if you would have stayed on defense, it would have been a tie. We would have had our first tie ever in the game. So we would have had to play additional minutes. But big hits, good job. It is good moves. There were some good Marty plays in there. Second team, there were some missed opportunities by both teams. But awesome, awesome stuff. Congratulations. I mean, this is what you guys work for. This is what parity is all about, is where every team comes out, competes hard, and we got a good tournament lined up for you guys. This should be a nice guide for people to go back and watch the matches and understand the moves. No worries, Moon. You know what? It was all fun and games in the beginning. I mean, it got a little bogged down in round 2, but the questions were comical, I think, in round number 1. And then we just, we kind of hit that wall a little bit in round number 2. And I think it throws the players off, throws me off a little bit as well. We're trying to do everything we can to catch up. But certainly I think there were some good, funny situations in the beginning. And then, everybody got a little bit uptight, which is understandable. It's important. People gear up, they gym up, they play hard, they come up with strategies. And, there were a couple of moves I think were pretty big moves tonight. And it is 12:20. So, and we got the full gist of the match too. So this was a match tonight that it could have been called early, but it was such a good match, and I knew it was going to go down to the wire. I certainly wanted everybody. There were a lot of setups in the beginning where people had used, plays to draw them out. I think tonight's match, even though it was extended, it was only fair that it went the full 3 rounds. And, the thing I want to tell you guys, MIR is never out of it. I think going into the final round, they were down over 200 points. So if it would have been 2 rounds, ARC would have won pretty handily. So I'm glad the whole match played off because ARC still had a pretty substantial lead, and then certainly those full 3 rounds closed it out. And there were some plays, I think, when you guys look back at it, a couple people tried to play defense and it backfired on them. It certainly wasn't your typical wall race that you get at the end of it. But my hat's off to both teams. Great job to Bonnie and MIR. A hell of a fight, being a little shorthanded tonight, and a great job to ARC, really setting up a nice strategy, nice gameplay, and good balance. They switched it up. ARC, I think ARC is the first team to get a flag, get a kill, and take down 2 walls. That's never happened before. So, very, very diverse strategy. And Jim was close to dying. So, again, if they don't try to seal Jim and Dow doesn't use the tank page 1, Jim dies, they don't get the flag. So that move right there was probably, she was close to dying. If Bonnie gets the kill, MIR gets 100 points and ARC loses 100 points. So it's a game of inches. And I think even Jim said at the point, I think she goes, I don't know if I'm going to make it. I'm seeing the light. So that probably was a deciding factor in the game. So, are you guys excited about Wednesday night, and are you excited about the tournament? I mean, we saw a match for ages tonight. If the tournament is anything like this, and I'll tell you, watch out, Sly. Sly's going to let it fly, and then, we know that we're going to have ARC versus Vox. So, ARC got a good win tonight, but the question is, can they come back and repeat this level whenever they play Vox? All right, everybody. Hey, congratulations again to all the players. Great match. Appreciate everything that you guys do. We're going to work on some inventory, so no stream tomorrow night. If everybody enjoyed the match tonight from a viewer standpoint or a competition standpoint, give me a quick 999. Let me know your thoughts about Faction Wars. And certainly it was a long match, but I think it was certainly well-deserved. So appreciate everybody here tonight. Thanks for all you guys do. We will be back Wednesday night with another big one of Team Vox versus Team Sly. And above all, I'd love to see you guys with the 999s. Sportsmanship above all. You guys are absolutely amazing, and certainly appreciate the work on both teams. Have a good night, everybody, and I will see you Wednesday night. Peace.